The Tommy Campbell Show. Things are shut down. Over 750,000 federal workers are furloughed, funding to blue states frozen, and Donald Trump is bragging about using the shutdown as leverage, but it's making Trump look weak, erratic, and outmaneuvered, with Newsom and Democrats using it against him at every turn. In 2013, Trump said a shutdown means the president is weak, and here he is again. America, the only country where politicians literally turn the lights off, and Donald Trump holds the record for doing it the longest. The shutdown, of course. Him and Melania have only done that once, and I'm sure lights off was in the contract, along with a clothespin, vodka, and maybe a hazmat suit. Definitely dreaming of Newsom.
The president is unhinged. He is unwell. What are you doing?
Folks on your side are too. I don't control.
Oh my God, please. That performance in front of the generals? That
I didn't see it.
is so dangerous. You know I serve on Foreign Affairs and Appropriations. It's a collision of those two things. Our allies are looking elsewhere. Our enemies are laughing.
I just left
You
the
have a
speaker's
president who is unwell.
There is a big takeaway from this, and it's that Mike Johnson did not disagree that Trump is unwell and unhinged. He only pointed his grinder swiping finger saying many on your side are as well, and of course pretends he hasn't seen his boss's primetime speech. I'm not going to torture you with Trump bombing in front of the generals, but maybe making a series of stupid decisions, including allowing this ridiculous meeting, and comments such as calling the troops losers and suckers, insulting John McCain for being captured, and claiming you know more than the generals didn't exactly prime them to be pumped for some midweek Donnie talk. Subscribe.
Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a four-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. And as the chairman said, yes, there is no PT test. But today, at my direction, every member of the joint force at every rank is required to take a PT test twice a year, as well as meet height and weight requirements twice a year. Every year of service. No more beardos. The era of rampant and ridiculous shaving profiles is done. Simply put, if you do not meet the male-level physical standards for combat positions, cannot pass a PT test, or don't want to shave and look professional, it's time for a new position or a new profession.
This is a room full of career military members being told off by the former daytime host on the entertainment channel for Mary Cousins that struggled with a chin-up, and his own mom penned a letter against him. And everything he's saying here just could have been a memo, an email. In the U.S. military, the average age of a general is approximately 56 years. Will the PT be age appropriate? Because it is my birthday this weekend. Happy birthday, me. And I put a lot into being in shape. And at turning 47, it is a heck of a lot tougher than at 27. And I wonder what the Gravy Seals crowd are going to do. Did they feel attacked? That this critique was a spot-on assessment of Meal Team 6? The special needs forces are going to have to get a new look. Will Eric Trump have to clean up before working the golden turd tongs? But really, nobody is talking about how dangerous and stupid it is to get all the top brass in a room like they're at some Arbonne summit. This could be the plot of a B movie. A hard-drinking former TV personality and a soft-diapered former TV personality gather all the top military brass under one roof and makes it public. I guess ISIS doesn't have televisions or doesn't have their stuff together because this was your chance. They were all there. Pretty wild when you think about it. And so is lecturing them on fitness and facial hair when the commander-in-chief is like a sack of mashed potatoes and J.D. Vance hides behind his scruff. Gavin Newsom posted, I guess the commander-in-chief needs to go. I just love the touch with the drones delivering him to Dozy Dawn. Humans don't want to bring it to him because he stinks and he's too lazy to pick it up. G.I. Joe, Bones Burst coward. Fantastic. Good news, Patriots. With Washington shut down, I, Gavin C. Newsom, am now the leader of the free world. My platform is very simple. Healthcare for all Americans, no measles, free school meals, wow, pudding for everyone. Ron DeSantis is going to love that. Free childcare, the moms love me. More babies, good paying jobs, and no more evil tariffs. Eggs will be free, hair gel subsidies. will be available, but only for handsome Democrats. And we will also legalize cannabis. Crime will stay low and everyone will be high on patriotism. And no more Ticketmaster fees for the Swifties. Fees stay for Kid Rock. They will chant USA, USA, because we will be back and hotter than ever before. Thank you, GCN. Government shutdowns are as American as apple pie and baseball, though definitely not as awesome. In the U.S., if Congress can't pass new spending bills, money stops flowing and entire agencies close. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers are sent home or forced to work without pay. Other democracies don't let this happen. In Canada, if a budget fails, it's treated as a no-confidence vote. The government can fall, elections may be called, but day-to-day services keep running. The closest thing they have is prorogation. When a prime minister asked the governor general to suspend parliament, conservative Stephen Harper famously did this in 2008 to avoid a no-confidence vote, and again in 2010 to dodge scrutiny. But here's the difference. Proroguing parliament pauses politics, not the government itself. The lights stay on, paychecks still go out, and nobody gets sent home. In the United Kingdom and Australia, caretaker governments step in so schools, hospitals, and agencies don't shut their doors while politicians argue. In Germany, France, and Japan, they have automatic rules. If a new budget isn't ready, last year's spending just rolls over until one is passed. Only in America do politicians actually turn the government off. Dozy Don is a very weak man, can't handle stairs, who has no control of his own party. He's shutting down the government to take healthcare away from beautiful babies, moms, and grandmas. But don't worry, Donald will taco. Trump always chickens out. He'll cave, he always does. Many says he's too weak to finish anything. The midterms are coming, Donnie. The day your presidency de facto ends. Enjoy your bronzer, your Diet Coke, and your empty high school gym rallies before they ship you off to memory care with the grandma you stole healthcare from. She'll still remember, you won't. GCN. With this shutdown, there seems to be more to the story, though. For starters, this was in Project 2025. Remember the thing Donald Trump said, "I know nothing about that," in interviews and posts, and now he's straight up admitting it, even sharing this play on Blue Oyster Cult. Russ Vought, OMB director, one of the main architects of Project 2025, now running Trump's budget office. Project 2025 never says cause a shutdown, but the shutdown you're living through looks exactly like its playbook in action. The idea is weaken federal agencies, expand executive control, and punish opponents, and that's exactly what's happening. Trump's core power centers stay funded and staffed while the rest of the government goes dark. This also holds back the swearing in of Adelita Grijalva. It's been 2 weeks, and normally new members are sworn in during quick pro forma sessions. In fact, Republicans who won early this year were seated without a delay. So why is Grijalva being held back? Because she's the 218th vote Democrats and some Republicans need to force a floor vote on releasing the Epstein files. Without her oath of office, she can't sign the discharge position or cast a vote.
Nothing. Okay, everybody, I'm going to get Rick Weibel on here before we run out of time. We have so much to cover here, the stuff that's coming out. Rick, are you there?
Hey, we're tight for time. What are we going to do? I don't know. Maybe plan the show, okay? Plan the show. Rick, are you there? Is Rick in the other room and he's trying to get him in the shot? It's so ridiculous that Lindell has committed to these broadcasts and chose to do them by the front door of his home. Hardwood floors, big stairs, lots of glass. That'll be terrific. How this stupid millionaire has a dime left is actually mind-blowing. But let's check in with his roaming reporter in D.C.
Hi, where are you from? Hello. Where are you from?
No, no speak English.
What do you speak?
Italian. No.
Oh, ciao. How are you? How's Italy?
No.
Where? Naples?
Italy.
Where in Naples? Naples, Rome.
New York, Washington, Cascade Niagara.
Oh. Is Maloney good, malo, or good? Bueno, Maloney. Prime Minister Maloney, is she bad or good?
No, non comprendo. Non ho capito.
Okay. Well, ciao.
Thank you.
So a lot of people here don't speak English. He didn't speak a word of English because
he's here from Italy? I mean, the guy said right away, I don't speak English. She's like, oh, I kind of know a few words. Let's have a full conversation. Again, Mike Lindell's reporter has full White House access. She displaced an actual journalist, and that's exactly what this administration wants. Full idiocracy.
Why in God's planet? Hi, how are you? Where are you from?
Germany.
Germany. Everybody's tourists.
We are all Germans.
How's your new chancellor?
Oh, Herr Merz. He's
Good?
an asshole.
Oh, really? Is he more right wing or left wing?
No comment.
Do you like President Trump?
Oh, no.
Oh my God, really? Why? Most German people I speak to do.
No, he is a moron.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah.
What's the translation? How do you say effing in German?
Oh, F, eat, and then idiot.
Oh, F-E. I didn't know if there was a translation for that word or if it was solely an American word. Well, thank you. How do I say goodbye in German?
Tschüss.
Tschüss, tschüss, tschüss. Okay.
I just love his reaction. It is pure gold. You know, Trump, are you out of your mind? He's a moron. Come on. I mean, to be fair, she does a good job of keeping it together, but she's also amazed she found someone to talk to. She's probably going to try and take that bit of German and go back to the Italian guy and have another conversation at this point. Ridiculous. Beyond parody.
Set away your hatred and your, bias towards him and realize he's the business guy that can maybe be able to help the American people solve this healthcare crisis and bring the free market back into working for the healthcare.
Most of Trump's wealth has come because of his scamming as a president, okay? And this guy with a made-up first name took over his father's company and later sold it for millions to Hometown Services, a multi-state residential heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical company. He thinks abortion should be illegal in all circumstances, and here's him cowering during the insurrection. Maybe stop trying to focus on healthcare as a business, okay? Like, how long are you going to stick to the we're doing it right and every other developed nation on earth is doing it wrong angle? Also, Mark Wayne Mullen, you're going to have to shave that off if you want to hang with Hegseth. There's a lot of misinformation out there about undocumented immigrants and healthcare. Here's the reality. They're barred from federal programs like Medicare, Medicaid, and Obamacare subsidies. They can't get on those plans, period. What they do have is access to emergency care because by law, hospitals have to stabilize anyone who shows up.
Should ERs check for immigration status before treating a diagnosed patient?
That's probably not a question for me to answer. I think that's a question for healthcare professionals and legal experts to answer.
Okay, what happens if someone's there on holiday or recently immigrated and has a foreign driver's license? Oh, this says Canada, just dump them in the alley. Studies show undocumented immigrants use less healthcare overall than citizens or legal residents, partly because they avoid doctors for fear of exposure. The same reason they don't vote. On average, undocumented immigrants contribute billions in taxes, while their per capita healthcare spending is lower than U.S.-born residents. Has anyone seen Dozy Dawn since he shut down the government? Are staff posting since the stroke? Yes, something definitely happened to Trump because his appearances have been less and less. He sounds even worse than usual. And when he's not working, we always see pictures of him golfing. And if he's not well enough to be driven around a course by his ball-dropping caddy, then something is definitely up. I made this show without any sponsors thanks to your tips, channel memberships, and merch. Please throw me what you can to keep this show going.
The briefing room TVs have been playing that AI-generated video of Jeffries in a sombrero on a loop for several hours. John.
He knows how to troll, doesn't he, Peter? And
Okay, Ducey's laughing about Donald Trump posting a profanity-filled, wildly racist AI voice clip of Chuck Schumer with Hakeem Jeffries wearing a sombrero being played in a loop in the briefing room for hours. Full idiocracy. But Jeffries does know how to troll and replied, "This is real. Simple and savage." Trump, Marie Antoinette says, "No healthcare for you peasants, but a ballroom for the queen." Based on a true scandal. Crazy rich pedos. 1,000 ways to hide Epstein files for dummies. You are barely funnier than Jimmy Kimmel, but he is zero comedy. Barley funnier. Sounds like the beer you'd get at a craft brewery with a comedy night. I'm guessing you barely paid attention in high school, and since the majority of people enjoy Jimmy Kimmel, your failed granular attempt at an insult is quite the compliment. MAGA tears. Trump knows Jesus, and he is bringing him home to the America. These people are really off the deep end. Trump would call Jesus a woke socialist loser with stupid sandals and the kind of hair Hegseth put a stop to, and then have Ice Barbie personally deport him to Mexico. MAGA tears. Donald Trump holds the record for doing the longest. The shutdown, of course. Melania have only done that once. Maybe once. Barron, test tube. Drinking former TV personality and a diapered former TV personality gather all the top. I sound like I could be narrating Bar Rescue. I needed this laugh today. I needed this laugh today. I hope you needed a laugh today, because I needed this laugh today too. I can confirm the Tommy Campbell Show is the best political comedy show on YouTube. And I hope you subscribe.